In this video, we're going to review some of the elements on the periodic table. A couple things about the periodic table you might remember from last year is that most of the elements are metals. Those are all of the elements in blue here, found on the left side of this region called the staircase. The elements located along the staircase, colored orange here, are called semi-metals, and we'll talk more about those later. Those have some important applications in the computer industry as they're used to make semiconductors. And the non-metals are coded green here. Some of the major groups or families you might remember, we've got the noble gases on the far right. They're unique in that they don't react. Well, at least they don't react very easily. Over on the left, far left, we have the alkali metals. They do react very easily. They're very reactive. We'll talk more about why that is later. Next to the alkaline metals, we have the alkaline earth metals. They're also reactive, though not quite as reactive as the first group here. In the middle of the periodic table, we have a group of metals called the transition metals. And these are the elements that you probably think of when you think of a metal. If I say picture a metal, you might picture something like iron or nickel or copper. Those are all called transition metals. What I want to talk about in this video is some of the nonmetals and how they're found when they're found in nature by themselves. Some of this you already know. So for example, you know that oxygen in the air is found as O2, nitrogen is as N2, etc. These elements are called diatomic because they make diatomic molecules. Di means two, so two atom molecules. There's 7 of them that you need to know, and I've circled them on this periodic table here, except I did make a mistake. It shouldn't extend to carbon, so should be there. And we've got, I've already done bromine, iodine, fluorine, chlorine, and hydrogen. A mnemonic you can use to help you remember that: Hofbrinkel. Those are the 7 diatomic elements. There's a couple more that aren't diatomic, but are still good to know. Phosphorus, found in nature, is usually found as P4, and sulfur makes these 8 sulfur rings, so S8 in nature.